Guys, welcome to today's video. It's a Friday. I hope you're doing well. How was your week? I hope it was okay. For me it was fine. And of course today it's another day with another video and brought to you by the Nyabohanse villagers. So guys, of course you know you know what's up. If this is your first time watching, you can consider subscribing if you enjoy. But if you're one of us, I'd really appreciate if you smash, if you like the video before we get into it. And of course, if you have contrary opinions, if there is something you might not have liked after watching, and of course you've already liked and you're like, I liked, can I unlike? No, guys, you can come to the comment section, and of course, you know, I'm always in the comment section. You know that. If you've been out here, you can attest to that. I'll always be there to hear you out, you know, to interact with you, because that's how I get to know what you didn't like about the video. Something that I noted by most of you, it's about the quality. Like the camera all of a sudden, I think it's kind of blurred. Can I say so? Like, I don't know what's up, guys, because the camera is the same. I tried switching up with a GoPro, but the GoPro is not good in poor lighting conditions. I noticed that. I don't know about making the room dark and getting the, you know, the lighting so that I can use it. I don't know about that. But for now, this camera is even better than a GoPro. I tried, guys, but it's not working for now. But of course, I'll fix that. But I hope you can see me and you at least you can hear me. But I know watching someone that the quality is just effed up, I'll not enjoy. But for now, just bear with me for now, but I'm working on it. So guys, have you liked the video before we get into it? Because we have a lot to talk. I mean, it's Friday, and of course, if you've been out here, you know I never fail to show up on a Friday with a longer video, and I hope interesting. So it's kind of a recap, but not a recap, because we still talk about the recent latest Marwa'S video, you understand? So let's get into it, because I'm ready and I hope you're also ready. So guys, where do we start from? Because I also feel that I should stop these introductions, because what I'm dragging. So where do we start from? Because I saw Madam P. I saw Madam Parasite, and she never ceases to amaze me, honestly, because I remember before they left, not even before they left to Argentina, the first time that they left the villa and they were going around Africa just creating content. And the first time that Madame Parasite left the horses, she was super busy, you know, kissing the horses before she left, petting them, bidding them goodbye. But when I see the situation of the horses and the way she's, you know, interacting with the horse, I'm like, wow. Sometimes it's so easy to get manipulated. The mind is so powerful, because by then we were like, wow. These Muzungu, not even Muzungu, because we also have Africans who are so much into animals. What am I even saying? This is my point. The way she was moving back then, it was giving rich, riches and riches. But now I'm like, that was just a plot to make people treat her some type of way. You understand? Just the way the flower boys are treating Rocio. Have you seen how the flower boys are behaving? I'm just like, what? Is this Africa or something? Like, what is happening? I was watching a video by Gitiriba, Mayugno, the uncle, both uncles, more, and I'm like, wow. We still have a long way, honestly, as not even Africans, some people, honestly, when it comes to being just loving yourself. Because the way they were simping on Rocio because of some cheap jersey. By then, if you watch football, if you're a fan, or what else, what kind of activity are people into? Matches, I've forgotten. But for now, let's talk about football. You know, a quality jersey and not so quality one. And of course, that one that Rocio picked, I'm certain that she just bought in an open air. And of course, you know what that means. That is even besides the point, guys. I'm just saying, like, the way these fully grown men were jumping up and down, simping because of a damn t-shirt. Hey, the same men that were called parasites, viruses, worms. We honestly have a long way to go as Africans. You understand? It's just the way the people that support them, you know. These people are blacks. I'm not going that route, but I'm making a point out of it. They'll support this woman, the same woman that came out here to tell them that I do not like black Americans. For what reason? I do not know. But for the same group of people to still be hovering around this woman, it goes to show that we have a long way when it comes to the mind, awareness, consciousness, and everything. Because when I was watching Madame Parasite together with the Flower Boys, all that came through my mind was the niece. Was it not the niece? The nephew. You remember that guy that created a channel and quitted after some time? That guy was even paid to construct that shed in the compound. He had to be given a channel, you know, supported to open a channel to make his own living. But these people that I'm talking about, the Flower Boys, they're just simping because of a different skin tone. What is the reason? I really don't understand, because and it's not about Africans, it's not about blacks, it's about some people, a few people, because I know people in the country that can never do that. You're not important or any different from anyone. You understand? You're not different from anyone. That's what I'm trying to say. So guys, that is what was happening in Mayugno and the rest of the Flower Boys. Let's get to the video. Yeah, that was not the video of the day. I was just highlighting things here and there. So, of course, you know what was happening on Gitiriba's world. On Gitiriba's world, this is what was happening. I was so surprised that Mura, for once, at least to what I know, removed some amount and gave Gitiriba to go to school for the driving school. That is what he said, guys. He took Gitiriba to school to learn how to drive. But of course, if you're a Kenyan, you know what I mean. Guys, you go to a driving school, more often than not, you just learn to drive an automatic car, and not that much, honestly. You also have to do more practice, maybe at home with your family's car, with your friend's car, this and that. You understand? It's different. Let me not even get into it, because if you're a Kenyan, you know what I'm talking about. The cars are few. It's a different setup, let me say so. For them, it's about getting the fees. That is it. Let me not get into it. I don't want to bant. So guys, let me say this. We learn using the automatic. Most of the times you just learn how to drive the automatic car. But for a manual, maybe you want a four-wheel kind of driving, you'll have to do your driving, you know. You'll have to do your, not your driving, but kind of learning by yourself, practicing by yourself. And I was so surprised when I saw Rocio get into the car. The truck that Gitiriba was driving. When I say the truck, I mean the safari car that Gitiriba was driving. And I was like, what? You're not scared? You're not scared? Guys, I am not that kind of a person to teach someone to drive. I cannot. I cannot, guys. If I just learn that someone is not good in driving, maybe you're still learning, I will not get into that car, because For that type of a car, I still consider Gitiriba as a learner. And for someone like that, honestly, I don't know about you, some people are courageous, because also me, after I got my license, a family friend taught me how to drive. You know, there are people like that, especially when they have the experience. But now Gitiriba is driving. There is no one within the vicinity that knows how to drive, because look at that crew. We are talking about, was Unclemo even there? Marwa surprisingly does not know how to drive. Rocio was there. Barely knows how to drive. I even doubt if she knows. She went to school, I don't know the status. But for the parasite to get into the car and just get the baby, together with the baby into the car, I was like, wow. At this point, you care for the horses more than you care for your baby. How can you do that? Because I remember before they went to that test, and I'm not talking about the initial test, guys. I'm talking about when Gitiriba was driving the car. Gitiriba was driving the truck. Lambogal was hesitant, you know, because Mura asked Lambogal, like, what do you think? Gitiriba wants to go on a test drive on the road with the truck. What do you think? Lambogal was hesitant, like, is he okay, this and that. I really understand her. I support her. At least if you want to go to test drive, go with someone who knows how to drive. But I was so surprised when I saw Madame Rocio get into the truck with the baby. Yeah. This one does not relent. She just wants to be everywhere and all over. I understand, because the views are viewing at the moment, but once it dries up, it will be a problem. So I understand when she does that. I understand when she's all over the place and considerate about the safety of the baby, because of course, you know, in Kenya, yeah, we have the safety belts, it's a requirement, but unfortunately, just being honest, we don't follow that. I'm not talking about me, because I really strap myself, like I get the safety. I don't play. I don't know. As I told you guys, I cannot teach someone. You need to get an instructor, a good one. You know, I cannot get into a car with someone who doesn't know how to drive, is still learning. No, I'm so scared. But I know, of course, these things, some things are beyond the human beings, but I'm just decreasing the chances. Oh my god, what am I even saying, guys? Pardon my rant. That's what I'm just saying. I'm saying that Rocio was super wrong to get into the truck when Gitiriba was test driving, and there was no one in that truck that is well trained to drive the truck. But I think it was in automatic mode. I'm not so sure, but I think, because when we talk about the other engaging the other, I don't see enough of that. Let me not drag it. Let's move to something else. So the last part, yeah, very short one, because it's a Friday, and I hope most of you are outside. Yeah, sometimes you need that break, but I don't know, people unwind differently. But for this one, this is what I'm trying to say. It's a Friday, a short one, because I'm requesting you to watch. I'm hoping that you'll come to the comment section. I am hoping that you'll share your thoughts in the comment section. So for all that, I want it to be short. I want the video to be short so that you can get the time to do all that. Guys, of course, you understand what I'm trying to say. Please, I beg. Can you like the video and come to the comment section? It will mean a lot. So let's get to the last part. Of course, you know Mura has been on a rampage. Taking what does not belong to his. Yeah, that is what he has been doing. Because, of course, you know, Mr. Cecil brought the clothes, however the condition was, because I remember a lot of people were like, the clothes are torn, worn out, this and that, but Cecil defended himself. That is besides the point. He brought some clothes. It was not only clothes, I think it was so many things to the villa. And of course, you remember Mura said that until I'm there, the clothes will remain in the villa. I don't know if Con Mom and the rest picked some things that they liked from that package. I don't know. But for now, let's talk about what Mura said. If I get the video, I'll play it out here.
And they've been opened probably at the border checks because they have to check. But only these two of them had not been opened, this one and this one. So I will open all these things. First, I will make sure that my people have something before we give them to other people. Because one thing we've come to learn is actually generally people are not like you do something good for them, they start saying, oh, why did you actually do this to me? You gave me even small, and they didn't even have it. So nowadays, even me, I've pushed people away. I feel like it's time to be more strict.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
I don't know where this water is coming from.
Just to brief you, in case I didn't get the video, or maybe I'll play the transcript. This is what Mura said. The clothes and any item, guys, this is what Mura said. The clothes, everything in that package, the luggage that Mr. Cecil. Mr. Cecil, I wanted to give him a nickname, but I'm like, girl, can you respect your elders? So, Cecil brought the luggage, and this is what Mura said recently, not even recent, a few hours ago. I don't know when this video will be going up, but by the time that I'm filming, it's a few hours ago. Mura came out and said this. The clothes, the luggage is for the flower boys, and them, Rocio, the one calling people parasites, is about to take some things from the luggage that was meant for the villagers. Can you believe that? Not even the villagers. I don't even think that is what Mr. Cecil initially intended to do with that luggage. Because of course, you know, by now, his choice of distribution, I'm very certain that has been influenced by Mura Senso. Because of course, you know, the circumstance under which those luggage clothes were not distributed, and they decided that it should be in the villa until they come back. You remember the circumstance? Mura was like, Cecil, I have to be there, they have to wait for me. So guys, let me go to the point. This is what Mura said. As you saw, I hope I shared, guys, these things, because people are not so grateful, I do things to people, they are not grateful, they still complain, nag people, blah blah blah. So I'm about to give my people some items, and we also pick some from it before we give the rest to the other people. And of course, guys, as I said, that luggage was meant for the villagers with no clothes. Guys, I don't know if I've said this before, but that village is super big, and you've not seen the village through their cameras. No, because I think there's a point that someone, I'm not so sure, maybe Ginto showed us some people that didn't even have food. That time that we got to see Anastasia's home, when she was in their home and she was not feeling well, you remember that time? That's when you get to know the situation of that village, because as I've always said, that constituency is a marginalized community in the country, because most of them, they're not educated. Most of them, they don't have basic needs. They lack things like shelter. Food is like any other day's business. Lack of food, any other day's business. So I'm certain that Mr. Cecil meant that those things should be given to the villagers with nothing, that lack, you know, if you really need it. Not that you're just greedy and you want to grab something. If you really need it, I suppose that is what he meant. not only Cecil, but I'm certain that even the people that contributed towards that cost, because you remember Cecil said that a lot of people contributed, maybe their clothes, some money, this and that. I'm very sure that when they were contributing that, people were giving their hard-earned money, giving their own belongings. They thought that it was going to the right people, you know, those people that lack basic needs in terms of clothing, they cannot afford, you know. That is what it meant. So that is what people do. When people contribute, they give you things. You're supposed to give it to the vulnerable in the society. You're supposed to give to people who cannot afford or barely afford. Not people like you. The greediness is crazy, honestly, and it's so shocking the extent. It's so shocking the extent that people can go because of greed. It's so shocking, honestly. I don't know if this is just out of context, but I was watching a documentary for this African loved icon. I know if you're an African, you know Sankara. I had not done some research on him, like deep research. I watched and I was like, wow. I was watching and I was like, wow, if there is something that you need to work on in your life, is greed. Because for his best friend to him, like your friend, because they are greedy. So I can honestly relate to Mura in those donated items. Like you're literally you're a millionaire in Kenyan shillings. I don't know in dollars, no. I don't know, but net worth I'm not so sure. But in Kenya you're a multi-millionaire, but you want to take things meant for people who cannot afford, meant for the needy, but you want to pick items from that luggage, and you come out here and justify by saying that people are not grateful you do this. Those are not something that you bought using your money. Those are things that Cecil bought, contributed, and some other people in the US. You didn't even give a cent. You didn't even contribute a cent towards that cause. You never did. I've never even seen Mura give someone valuable. Can I say monetary? Like giving people money in terms of paying for fees, buying food. Never. It's shout outs. And for him to take things meant for the needy and tell people that it's because people don't appreciate me. Buy things, get things with your money and distribute to your flower boys. But don't take things that were contributed by other people. You didn't even give a cent. You didn't contribute nothing, but you want to own it like it's yours. Compaure. That is the spirit of compaure, honestly. Like, these people trust you. I don't know if Cecil trusted you or he was just compelled to leave things so that you can do it. I don't know, but if he trusted you, but you now turn it around and give it to people that are building mansions, are you not afraid of your God? But I remember Mura said that, I don't know for now, but I remember there was a time he was like, I don't believe in God, whatever. I don't care who believes in what, but I'm just saying, are you not ashamed? Like, really? We'll take some things, we'll look through the items so that we can see what we can take before we give the rest to the other people. That is what he said, and I'm like, wow, greed. Guys, I don't know, maybe you can just go and do some research on the worst things that greed has done in this world. You'll be so shocked. You'll be so cautious not to be greedy in this life, because who does that? You take things for the needy and you come and announce to 50,000 people because that is the average, not average, but at least people that watch Mura when he's in the village. The most maybe 100,000. That's a lot of people. You announce to them that I'm taking We'll see what me and my muzungu can take with my flower boys. The rest we can give to the other people. Like, are you not embarrassed? Are you not ashamed of yourself? That is really shameful. So guys, have you liked the video? Have you told me what you think? Have you told us what you think in the comment section? If you're watching while it's premieres, have you dropped something in the comment section of the video, not the live chats? Have you guys, have you liked the video? I hope so. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy your Friday. We are outside. We can even talk about what you're doing this Friday. What do you think? If you don't have any addition to what I shared, any reaction, but I said you can even drop an emoji in the comment section just as a form of supporting the channel. Thank you, guys. I love you for watching. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, peace. Bye.